everyone, this is Greyshot17.
And Greyshot151 here.
And we are doing a review today of Searching.
Yes, the thing you do on Google every single day because you can't find that recipe that you've forgotten all those years ago.
Yes. This film was directed by Anesh Chaganty. I want to get
that definitely sounds right.
Is his first picture, and again, I double-checked on Wikipedia, so that's 100% accurate.
Yep.
The movie stars John Cho and Deborah Messing are probably the two big leads in this. And stars John Cho as a dad who loses his daughter and is trying to find her. That's as simple as I'm going to get into it with the plot because, dear God, this movie, we went into it because, oh, it's gotten good reviews.
Yeah, good reviews.
Yeah.
It's a lot of good press. Wow. Holy crap. This movie blew me away.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not even going to say any spoilers. Not one single thing. I'm not going to say a plot point. I'm just going to say...
I will say the direction of this film being shot and entirely done on computer screen. So how you're watching this is essentially how this entire movie's done. You can say,
yes,
Greyshot.
It's done either via anything electronic and video.
Yes.
So it's mostly the computer screen, and then maybe not like 90% of this movie, and maybe you might get like a video on YouTube or like a news report, something like that.
I would say kind of like I never saw the movies, but Unfriended, probably the most recent thing, thing that I can concur with would be like a Cloverfield movie with the handheld footage. But even that is only one camera. This is multiple, and it's clear cut. It is a little pixelated because it's using web cameras. But other than that, it's pretty on point. And you get a huge deep dive in not only John Cho's character that he plays, but pretty much every single person they get in contact with and go into. And there's so much detail they throw into this movie that you will probably skip over that I just thoroughly enjoyed. The opening sequence is also fantastic without going into spoilers on that.
Yes, it is probably one of my favorites.
Opening sequences.
Yeah, it's really good.
Let's just say this. There's a moment where literally I feel like the movie punches me. And I'm like, wow, very few films do that. Way
to go. Movie didn't give me time to block.
Yeah.
But also in regards to this movie, the actors.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest one is John Cho.
He's at the forefront. He's the father who trying to find his daughter.
He's searching for his daughter. I will be surprised if he doesn't get a nomination for an award. I would be surprised because he does a performance that I can relate to, and the movie shoots itself in a way that you understand his actions through this movie. Because again, this is all based on either like video or whatever is connected to this computer. Yeah, essentially,
it's like, a very grounded film.
Yeah, you see like little things like him looking through like his friends to like videos that he's in. You see him throughout this movie.
Yeah.
It's not just like the computer screen. You also do see him a bit, and every time you understand how this character has evolved over the span of this film. And by far, I have seen this guy in plenty of times.
Yeah.
But this is like, I will never remember the guy's name, but in regards to his character in this movie. But I will remember the character of this father looking for his daughter. Yes. That is what I will remember. I will also remember the clever uses of the internet this movie does use, like in regards to,
and it's so like first I'm just gonna say this: the first boot up of this movie is literally Windows, like an older version, and I can hear it, and I'm like, oh god, that's a flashback. They use, and it's funny because also this subtle. He's trying to access something, doesn't work. Needs to go to password, then goes to another thing. Doesn't work. Needs password, goes to the other thing. Yahoo Mail, where I guarantee you every single mom and dad,
including
signed
us,
up has a Yahoo Mail account because their parents signed them up for it.
Long forgotten, dusted off. You have the Yahoo or the AOL, God forbid. But no, this movie,
it's just clever uses of technology. Like he'll mention like, what's a Tumblr, or he'll go to like a YouTube-esque site, and it's just like, I have no idea what's going on here. Let me try to figure it out. But as an audience member, while he's trying to figure it out, you're trying to understand what it is. So people who don't understand that site can better understand what it is, because I know YouTube just fine. I'm pretty decent
at Ucast. Never heard of it. And it was interesting to see what I knew and what I didn't know in regards to how it works. It was also interesting to see this father, who I will say, to the film's note, is not the most technological savvy person.
Yeah. He's still smart.
Yeah, like he does his job. Like that's the thing, is like he does his job. Like you get evidence of like, yeah, he's not an idiot. and he figures out the technology super fast once he has to learn it.
Exactly.
But he's not associated with it every day. It's kind of like if you never knew of YouTube and you were forced to use YouTube. You would figure it out probably in like 5-10 minutes how to find a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just seeing this guy's mental process, because you also see him typing, you see him trying to find things, and it's like, it makes a mental note. It's kind of annoying when you go to a movie or a film and the person navigates the internet with ease. And it's like, that's just not how it happens. Like, if you're trying to find something on the internet, it's not, oh yeah, search it. Oh, it's right here. It's like, no, you are searching probably to try to find exactly what you want. 5-10 minutes, and it's not clear cut.
Exactly. And also, this is a very interesting story revolving the people around Margaret Kim, aka the daughter's life. Which also, I should probably say, Michelle Law also gives, for a limited time that you do see her, she does a great performance.
The brother.
Yeah, the brother was
The brother
great.
does a good job as well. Again, the main focus is on the father, but
yep.
For all the other characters, give solid performances. And I didn't think it was like, oh, this person's acting, this person. There are moments where I literally wanted to, I was like, I want to find this person and punch them in the face.
Yeah.
Because, like, they're so two-faced in regards to how they act. This movie does something that I never thought it could do, which is, it not only keeps me engaged, but it makes me feel how the father is feeling. Like, when the father is feeling, wow, you're an asshole, you want to, you feel like that guy's an asshole too, and it's understandable. This film literally leads you by the nose, but you never feel its presence. You feel like you're navigating this movie by yourself.
Yeah.
And the assumptions you make are the same assumptions the character makes, which, bravo for this film. Bravo.
But that being said, it's not like the film is, if you're looking for stuff, you can obviously find other things in
there's
plot
tons
details.
of breadcrumbs, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, I like that because A, it's not cookie cutter.
Yes.
And B, even though it's not cookie cutter, it still leaves just enough where you could see the person or people who did this at the end. But there's so many choices.
Yep.
That I liked, because again, I hate the Law and Order. Oh, of course, it's gonna be them.
And when the answer does resolve itself, it's not the, oh, I didn't see that coming. It's, you literally in your head are like, oh, and everything fits together as the character's figuring it out.
Yep.
And it's again, it's not complex.
It's not.
But it because how this movie's shot,
yeah,
you understand what the character is thinking. Therefore, your thoughts are kind of in line with the character. And when the father thinks maybe this person had something to do, you kind of have a feeling. I mean, there's some situations where they're red herrings.
Yeah.
And you can kind of figure out. But there were a few times in the movie where I even was like, I've seen plenty of Law and Order movies. Law and Order movies, series, shows. Yeah. And I was even like, I was even captivated until like,
this
finally
is the
when
person.
Yeah. Until that
this is what happened.
Yep.
And yeah, well, again, also probably say the editing's on point. There's really no scene that's like kind of just like
there.
Yeah, it's just like kind of meandering.
Yeah.
There are a lot of emotional scenes.
Oh,
again, the music they do choose is generic, but that's the point. It's essentially background music you would put on while searching stuff. So again, that really works as well. And the tension also is really good, because you're wondering, how can you do an action sequence with this setup? But they actually managed to do some really cool sequences. Not necessarily a lot of action, but a lot of tension just by what's shown.
I also like how the movie is like, it has a lot of clever techniques in regards to getting like the angles it wants without breaking its own rules.
Exactly.
Because this movie, again, is mostly shot on electronic, but it comes up with a ton of different ways to bring about the angles to show these characters in their action without feeling like, oh, this is stupid. Like, this is like the handheld camera.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I love
Cloverfield.
No, the one with the superheroes. Chronicle. As much as I like that movie, and I think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
The gimmick of the handheld footage is so stupid. Like, I'm gonna bring a camera to school. It's like, really? You're gonna bring this giant camera to record everything to school? No.
But that being said,
this movie does it super well, and I was engaged thoroughly throughout the entirety.
Let's give a final rating. So what was your final rating on this?
This is probably my highest rated movie of the year. This is going to be a 10.
10 out of 10.
Yes.
No flaws, stand out of the year.
There are a few plot holes that you could make note of, and there are
a few tiny little issues.
Yeah, there are a few things maybe here or there that you could get hung up on.
It's so nitpicky, though.
But yeah, it's so nitpicky and so good, because you only think about this after, and overwhelmingly there is, and every movie has a problem. But a 10 out of 10 movie is a movie that has you fully engrossed. The characters are captivating, and the story has you engaged. And
it's not a boring movie.
Cinematography, the sound, everything.
I would want to see
captivated me from beginning to end. So this is a easy 10 out of 10.
I would want to see this film again just to see how many breadcrumbs there are to all the different leads.
Yep.
It's very interesting. But all right, I would also concur 10 out of 10. So now, 10 out of 10, guys. Go see this movie.
Go see it.
So, spoilers. So first off, the daughter goes missing.
Yes.
And again, we don't know why. It's later implied that she's possibly trying to run away.
Yep.
And there's all these weird different things of like possibly someone up in Pittsburgh, which was also got to laugh because Pittsburgh, how is it? Terrible.
There was a father and son sitting directly to my left, about a seat over.
Yeah.
And the moment I gave a good chuckle out of Pittsburgh. It's like, oh yeah, she's from Pittsburgh. And immediately I started laughing, and I looked over, and the guy just like eyed me, and I was like, oh yeah, that's not universal. Yeah. And especially when they made note of how's the city, and it was just like a frowny face with a down. I was like, I mean, you're not wrong.
Entirely wrong. It has
you're not wrong.
It has some good things.
Yeah, but again, the movie, there's that, and then there's like a notation of this this guy that has a end sequence at a movie theater, and again, this movie has a lot of great things. I'm not even gonna say anything past this. I'm not even gonna just through the risk. I know you. You're gonna listen to the spoilers, and then you're gonna go see the movie. Well, I'm not gonna give in to your temptation.
I'm gonna say it
by all means.
Okay, so eventually it gets to the point where it's like apparently this random guy killed her and made this confession.
Yep.
But before that, it was the brother, and as soon as I immediately he's just smoking weed. That's all he's doing. You thought it was.
I totally fell for it. I would hook, line, and sinker.
Then
when I saw the fin, I was like, oh shit!
This other kid who got a joke out of being like, oh, she was somewhere else. He was somewhere else at a Bieber concert, which is funny. He didn't want to admit we went to a Justin Bieber concert.
Where was she? Bieber concert.
Yep.
This movie does have a few good jokes, I will say.
But in any case, after him and that, you're like, okay, who's it gonna be?
Yep.
But then one discrepancy comes up with the fact that the detective volunteered to the case. And also
Can I be 100% honest real quick?
Yeah.
I thought Memorial 1 was the guy, like I thought it was like someone who took her, and I was like, oh shit, he messed up. He used the same image there. And I was like, no, it's just a random organization that just bought stock images, and it's the same image.
That's a stock image, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I was right. That was a stock image at the beginning, because there's this girl named Fish. Okay, I'm going to spoil it. Sorry. There's a girl named Fish and Chips that has this image that...
Turns out
it looks stock footage. I'm like, that looks, and I'm thinking in my head, that looks really stock. This has to be this is the culprit. And then the detective's like, no, turns out she's a waitress in Pittsburgh. And she's totally...
She checked out.
Yep. And I was like,
okay.
Damn it. I was like, I thought I had it.
But then he also then starts being like, okay, let me talk with her, and it's like, I'm an actress. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, wait, what?
Especially the search image function. I totally forgot Google could do that. I was like, right.
So then I'm just like, wait, then the detective's lying. Why would the detective lie? And then immediately I'm like, because you get a story of the son doing a fucked up thing, taking money from people, and the mom covered it up. And then as soon as you hear the detective volunteered, I'm like,
I didn't put that together. I was like, she's protecting her son. I don't know how, but her son is I thought the son was like a murderer.
But that being said, I thought the daughter was dead. Like again, there's no way she's gonna live because
I was hoping.
She
I was
killed.
Like, please, no.
She set someone else up for murder and kills them. It's implied. So it's just like, yeah, that daughter's dead. Like the daughter's just dead. And then of course it's like, oh no, she fell into this ravine. Okay. And then
in regards to the shots, I wish they would have CGI'd. I wish they would have CGI'd a crevice or something. Just to spin it around and just to see a crack in the earth, because the angle doesn't look right. It looks like she just fell down a hill.
It's a pretty steep. If you get pushed down there and just fall, I mean, if you have broken legs, you're not.
Yeah, if she broke her legs or something.
Besides, it's not like people are going to search that area. She literally lied on television and be like, this area's already been searched. We're going to try other places.
Which I thought was so clever. Again, this movie has so many good breadcrumbs in regards to, we already know these areas are marked
going on UCast and Fish and Chips comes on and then immediately leaves. Like, oh my gosh, okay, it's not him.
Yeah, oh my god, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was a good moment. And just a few others, I'm like, oh. Then you have the friends who are not really friends, but then admit to being awesome friends on TV.
She was my best friend.
I want to slap you. I really do.
I want to throw you out. I want to throw you down a ravine myself. Again, the two-faced in regards to when the dad calls this person and when the news reporter, and she has tears and getting hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube because of her sad story of her friend disappearing. I'm like, you're just an asshole. You're just a
dick.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything what's the tiny issues that we had?
Again, the ravine.
That's the only there's
and how she lives. That's the thing.
She lives. Which also is clever because it's been almost a week. There's no way she could live down there.
And then when they make note,
it's it rained. She could again it rained, so she could technically have survived.
Yep.
And once again, when the final few shots and you see her, and again, it's just you can see he changed. There is a character progression in this story for the father, and even a little bit for the daughter. And I like how the daughter's not a bad person. He's thinking the worst things, and the daughter in the end,
she's honestly not. She
wasn't. She was trying to be nice.
Yeah, she was she got captivated because, in essence, the detective's son was had a crush on her and essentially didn't want to use his profile. Which, by the way, fish and chips, immediately I'm like, oh, this is bait. Yeah. Literally, it's a bait account. I thought it was so stupid that they would name it fish and chips. I'm like, it's the first thing I would think of.
My name's Greyshot. That's pretty stupid.
I mean,
but in any case,
in any case. The last thing I will make note of is when they're using those little questions and they're giving the details, and it's oh, he was just trying to trying to get close to her, but he was so naive and didn't know how to do it that he created this whole account. Yeah. And it's just he just let it spiral.
Also, I again the scene at the funeral where you could see the detective stare down 4 cops and the dad, and you're like, is she gonna shoot?
Yeah, that's I was like,
and I'm looking at this she's weighing her options. She may because again, it's I don't know. It's she could, and maybe a stray shot could just graze one of those kids.
I don't think, but I think she did it for her son. That wouldn't have lined up. And again, the characters do what they do. Also, the brother, I felt so bad for him. I was like, I'm so sorry, dude. I didn't know you were smoking weed. I would have. I thought you were a murderer.
I knew the brother wasn't a bad guy, but I thought the detective would be like, oh, she might put up a fight. She might actually put up a decent fight.
Yeah, oh yeah, I thought she was totally.
And I'm like, that's pretty good. What is this?
I was waiting for him to shoot her.
Yeah, but no, it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Again, a lot more than I thought I would, and again, blew away my expectations. So 10 out of 10, go see it. It's been Greyshot17
and 151.
And I'll see you all next time.
Later,
probably
guys.
The Predator, probably.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Hello everyone, and before I go, I want to give a shout out to Patreon supporters Sam Smith, Matthew Leppen, Onlyplayapples, WhiteHotD, Sergeant McPain, Ollie, Joey G, Ace, Jordan Shavit, Filip, Michael Persson, Nathan Angus, Aaron Yee, Tim, and Lou. Thank you so much for your awesome support, guys. You guys rock. This has been Greyshot17. I'll see you all next time.